What's up YouTube, Yugo Galaxy. This is going to be a short video segment on deck building and what you need to do when you're starting to build a deck. Now, the first thing you need to do when you're building a deck is make sure you have a solid engine for your deck. An engine is cards that work together in synergy. They normally share an archetype with each other. Example, this deck is Mermail. It has a lot of Mermail cards. Mermail Atlantean. It has Atlantean cards as well that function with the Mermail cards. So the deck has synergy just based on the fact almost all of its cards work with each other. Now, in my opinion, a solid engine should have four things: a boss monster, a searching card, a card that can destroy cards in the field, and an easily special summoned monster. Now, let's go over and see if a few of my examples, these guys, have these things covered. Okay, boss monster, Mermail Abyss Megalo, 2400, pretty easy to get on board. That's a boss monster, check. A searcher. Dragoons can search any sea serpent. Megalo's a sea serpent. These guys are sea serpents. Check for Dragoons. Also, Abystius can search level 4 or Mermails, so you can search anything that this can't. So, check for searching. They got 6 of them. Now, a card that can destroy cards on the field. They have Marksman, which can destroy face-up cards. No, Marksman destroys... yes, face-up cards your opponent controls, so you can target them, destroy them. So they have one that does that in the form of Marksman. Check. And they have heavy infantry. They both do that. This also can special summon monsters, so they have a special summoner. So check for that. Mermail Abyss Megalo is easily specialed. Lindy specials. This card's easily specialed. This card special summons. So check. They can special summon easily. Next deck. Go down to spellbooks. So does this deck meet the requirements? Boss monster. Priestess of Prophecy. High Priestess of Prophecy. Pretty easy to get on the board. Pretty big monster, 2500 attack. Can destroy things. Check for boss monster. A searcher. It has Spellbook of Secrets, Spellbook of Judgment. That is 6 cards that search, and this one searches more than one. Check. A monster that can pop things. High Priestess of Prophecy can pop things. Check. Fate can pop things. Check. Now, cards that allow them to easily special summon. Oh, this is also another one of their searchers. These 9 are searchers. Cards that allow them to easily special summon. Justice of Prophecy. It can help you special summon High Priestess of Prophecy. Check. And again, the cards that pop, the High Priestess, that does that, those guys. Next engine. So, these two are both very valid engines. Let's see about this engine. This engine, its main deck doesn't do anything that some engines would like to do. But this has been a popular engine in the past, so I threw it in. And I like playing this deck too, so that's why it's here. Now, this card does have an easy special summoner in the form of rabbits, tour guides, and guavas. So it has that part checked. Its boss monster is an Exceed, so it has that covered in the extra deck. It has that in the form of Logia and Dolka. Now, so it has an easy special summoner in those. It has its boss monsters down here. Does it have anything that pops? No, it doesn't. So this engine might not be as strong as some of the newer engines in the game, but it still is a pretty strong engine in the fact that it just has the searcher, the special summoner has that. Well, it doesn't have a searcher, but the deck is fast enough so you don't really need one. And some people play Gold Sark. And some people do like playing Gold Sark in it, so they can go into a Levier play, get back the rabbit that they banished with the Gold Sark, use the rabbit's effect to use just synergy. That's one of the engines that I think can get away with not having all the requirements. Next, Inzectors. Inzectors easily have this covered, except for the boss monster, because they don't really need it. They have a special summoner in the form of Dragonfly, a searcher in the form of Centipede, a popper in the form of Hornet, a direct attacker in the form of Hopper, and ways to make boss monsters in the forms of spells and monster spell thing. Overall, the deck engine is just really good in the fact that every single card has synergy with every single other card. So, it's very good. Again, no boss monster, but it has every other requirement met. Evil Swarm. They also have a boss monster in the extra deck in the form of Ophion. They'll use anything to make Ophion, so they have a special summoner in the form of Rabbit, kind of a special summoner. It's a normal summon, but it kind of seems like a special summon in the form of Castor and Kirkion. They also have a legitimate special summoner from the hand in the form of Mandagora. And then, of course, the Rabbit gets these, so that's what they do. That's why they're there. And then they have Thunderbird. It kind of does what Guaiba does. It's just another dino that they can use to exceed into Ophion. So they play those cards for those purposes. And this is an engine that it does exactly what a good engine needs to do, but it doesn't have a popper, and it doesn't have a searcher. Well, Ophion Search Infestation Pandemic from the deck, but that's it. So they don't have some of the things, but I still think that one works. Next, Dragon Ruler. This is a very popular engine right now because it's the best deck of this format. These guys can all special summon themselves. These guys can also dig in and special summon them. They have the ability to, this one's a searcher, this one's a popper. They are all boss monsters, kind of except for Redox. Redox is kind of small, except his defense is huge. But just right there, it covers all the requirements. They're all boss monsters. They have a popper. They can all special summon. They have a searcher. They can do everything. So there's no need to explain why that deck its engine is perfect. And this used to be a very popular engine. It's not a very popular deck anymore. But in my opinion, it's still a good deck. Maybe not super competitive right now, but it has, its boss monster is, its boss monster is most certainly Dark Armed. And they have, black. They have Blackwing Armor Master. This is kind of a boss monster for them. Now, how they do this? Well, Gale's a special summoner. Bora's a special summoner. This allows you to special summon. This is a special summoner. This is a big normal summon. This is a special summoner. This is a searcher. This is the boss monster. This is a popper. I mean, it has essentially everything it needs. So in my opinion, it's a pretty consistent engine, and it's a nice engine. So, but yeah, main point of this video, you need to have an engine. These are a few examples of engines, and again, they normally all function off of Archetype, except in the case of Macro Rabbit, where it just functions off of having cards that work well together. But remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll be posting the next episode of this video very shortly. Thank you for watching.